Welcome back to part 2 of our guided notes for lesson 5, where we're adding and subtracting mixed numbers. Here, let's look at subtracting. Again, what we'll do is we are going to sort of rearrange things so that we can work with the whole numbers first, and then we'll work at subtracting the fraction parts. So the first part is done. 3 take away 1 is 2. The next part's a little trickier because we need to rewrite these fraction parts so that they have equivalent fractions. So we're going to multiply the first one by 5 over 5. That's just multiplying by 1. And then we're going to subtract 2/5 times 3 over 3. Let's rewrite these. So now we have 10/15 minus 6/15. And that ends us up with 4/15. Now we've got a whole number part, which is 2, and we've got a fraction part, which is 4/15, and this is our final answer. Next, let's have a look down here where it says, when the fraction in the greater mixed number, here in blue, is less than the fraction in the smaller mixed number, here in purple. So when this happens, we're going to look at this as subtracting as adding up. What do we need to add to this term to get to this term? But of course, first we need equivalent fractions. So I hope that you can see that if we take 1/2 and we multiply it by 2 over 2, we're going to get an equivalent fraction here. We're going to get 2/4. So now let's put this on a number line so that we can see how much we need to add to 1 2/4. Here is 1 2/4. And we're going to get somewhere over here on the right-hand side, we're going to get to 3 1/4. Let's add up a little bit at a time. First, I'm going to add 1, because that gets us closer to 3 1/4. This gets us exactly to 2 2/4 if we add 1 to it. Next, we can add a half, or another 2/4, right? We can add 2/4 to get to our next spot, which is 3. We're very close to our goal now. Now we just need to add another 1/4. And we have arrived at our destination of 3 1/4. So the answer to the question is located right here on top of the number line. How far did we have to go? How much did we have to add to 1 1/2 to get to 3 1/4? We added 1 2/4, 3/4. We added 1 3/4. And that's our answer. For these last couple of examples, we're going to use the exact same question, but approach it with some different strategies. So the larger mixed number here again is going to be in blue and the smaller one in purple. The first thing that we should do is find some common denominators for the fraction parts. So we don't need to do anything with the first term, but we do need to change the second one. We're going to call it 1 2/4. Now we can see if we tried to take away the whole numbers, that would work fine. 3 minus 1, that's 2, no problem. But if we tried to take 1/4 and subtract 2/4 from it, that would be significantly more difficult. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 3 1/4 over here and recognize that that's just 2 plus 1 plus 1/4. And we can further change it by calling that 1 4/4 and keep that 1/4 on there. And finally it becomes 2 5/4. Now, when we redo this question over here, we're going to call it 2 5/4 minus 1 2/4. Now it's fairly simple. We can just subtract 1 from 2, and we get 1. And we take 5/4, we subtract 2/4, and we end up with 3/4. And there is our final answer. Okay, next we're going to rewrite as improper fractions. Our first step is to rewrite with common denominators. We have 3 1/4 minus 1 2/4. Next, we're going to convert to improper fractions. 3/4, 3 1/4 equals 3 times 4/4 plus 1/4. And if you're confused why this is the same as this, maybe this picture will help you. This equation right here is represented by this picture right here. When we have 3 groups of 4/4, that's what this means. We've got 3 groups of 4/4. There's 1 hole, 2 holes, 3 holes. We've got 3 holes here. 3 groups of 4/4, and then we've got the 1/4 on the end right there. So we need to finish this off by figuring this all out. What is 3 times 4/4? Well, that's 12/4. But don't forget about that 1/4 on the end. We end up with 13/4. Next, we need to convert 1 2/4 into an improper fraction as well. So this is the same as saying 1 group of 4/4 plus 2/4. So we've got 4/4 plus 2/4. And what do we end up with? We end up with 6/4. Finally, we can put these two things together. We've got 13/4, that's our improper fraction here, and we're subtracting 6/4. And we end up with 7/4, but we can't stop there because 7/4 is actually just 4/4 plus 3/4, which is a mixed number of 1 3/4. We got to the same place, you'll notice, as here and here, and if we went up 1 here, we got to the same spot here. We've got 3 different ways of figuring out this type of problem. I hope it serves you well. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.